Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Good morning. Cheers. Welcome to Morning Coffee Talks. This morning we're going to talk about being spiritually minded and what that means, and we'll dig into that a little bit. So first off, I want to say, have you ever thought about when you're a kid and what society you grew up in, right? What you were conditioned to believe, what you were conditioned to think, right? How you're programmed to think, if you want to call it. What your parents taught you, what your parents believe is usually what you believe, right? Where they go to church or what they believe in, that's usually what you believe in, right? We're just told these things. It just goes into us, so we start to believe it too. I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, right? Because we're always conditioned and to these concepts, and everyone's addicted to, we have attachments and we have addictions, right? So what does that mean? Attachments and addictions. Most of us are addicted, me too, to appreciation, to attention, to admiration, right? Makes us feel good. Someone presses one button, tells you, "Oh, you look great today." Oh, we're all smiles, right? Someone tells us we look bad, and bam, we're right back down. See how easy it is? You just press a button. It's like a game. Bam, we're up, we're down. So really, to be spiritually minded, to be complete with yourself, is to not care what anyone thinks, to live your life how you see fit, right? Whether they like it or not, it doesn't matter to you. I'm just doing me. If you don't like it, that's okay. Everybody's not gonna like everything I do, and I'm not gonna like everything you do, and that's okay too, right? We all have it's a free country. That's why we live in America. That's why America is the greatest country. That's why I went and joined the military and fought, right? But anyway, besides all that, being spiritually minded. Just like when they say, for instance, in the Bible or wherever, like, go out and preach the word of God, right? We'll just say that right there, right? Might throw some people off, whatever, creator, whatever you want to say, divine. What does that really mean? That means go out and show kindness and care and compassion, right? Hold the door open for somebody. Tell somebody good morning. Something so simple like that, right? And it says in there, every creature of the world. It doesn't say every human, every creature. So what does that mean? Well, a dog knows what a pat on the back means, right? A cat knows when you set some food out or some milk out for it or whatever you set out for a cat. They know what that means. A bird knows when you throw some seed out for it, what it means. You know what I mean? So being caring and compassionate for every creature of earth, for the plants, right? For the community. Throwing trash on the ground. Terrible, right? But we don't even think about those things. Like, this planet is for us, right? So think about that. That's a little food for thought for that. But we're all conditioned. I grew up a certain way. I believe this and that. Like, we grew up, right? Like, let me tell you a little story about this. Like, this will show you the conditioning that we have, right? So there's a guy. We'll say he's in what country? We'll say he's in Canada, right? And he's a U.S. citizen, right? And he's locked up in Canada. They're like, "All right, man, we're gonna take you out. We're gonna show you your homeland real quick," right? So they take him out of jail and they walk a few miles. They're like, "All right, yep, here we are. We're over this hill. This is America. You see America?" And he's like, "Wow, America. There's all my trees. There's the mountains. Look at America. It's so beautiful. I wish I was back home." And the guards realize, "Hold up, wait. We're 10 miles off. We got another 10 miles to go." And the whole time, this guy's thinking, America, there it is, right? He wasn't even in America. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what we're conditioned to believe. If someone tells us something, we believe it. Me too. Almost everything I think, I read or someone else told me. Literally. I didn't even come up with this shit on my own, right? So whatever your parents are, that's where you're going to be conditioned. Whatever your society is, if you grew up in America, whatever town you grew up in, whatever community you grew up in, that's what you're going to be conditioned to believe in. At some point, you're going to go out. Have you guys ever heard of the hero's journey? It's almost what every movie and every story is based off of, the hero's journey. Where you go out, you leave home, you go on this journey, you go through trials and tribulations and stuff like that, and they always return home in the end, right? Look it up, the hero's journey. Look it up. I'm telling you. I'm living it right now. You go through the hero's journey. But being spiritually minded, understanding that, like, you are the prayer that someone's been praying. You are the answer to that prayer. Hell, you probably the answer to your own prayers, right? Because it's about taking action. You pray on it, ask for strength, ask for guidance from your higher power, ask to give him the strength to guide you, right? And then you go out and you put in action and you do that. That's what it's about, taking action, stepping out of your comfort zone, going out and doing for others, right? Like me personally, I believe that I'm here to motivate you guys, right? And to push everyone to be a better human being. But I also have to take time for myself and step back and meditate and reflect on what I'm doing and making sure I'm doing right, and breathe and relax. And we'll go over meditation again later, right? Because me personally, I believe when I pray to God, I thank him and everything like that. And then I meditate. And when I'm meditating, I'm trying to, the difference, like in our brain, you got that intuition. I believe that that's the higher power telling me what I should do. I believe that every man, whatever your intuition tells you, you should go off of every time, 100%. If it tells you to do this or do that, you should go off it every time. Do not doubt yourself. Do not doubt yourself. Because I guarantee you 8 times out of 10, that intuition is correct. But we always fight it off, right? Fight it off. It's about being aware also. Being aware of how you feel. Stepping back, right? Stepping back, like if you're aggravated or somebody, take a step back. Come outside yourself and watch it happening to you. It takes a little practice, but I guarantee if you do it, sometimes you'll step back. And I mean, there's been times where me and my wife got an argument over something so stupid like food, right? We'll be arguing. I've laughed before. I'm like, this is crazy. We're crazy. We're over here arguing over what we're going to eat for dinner. It's nuts. We're all nuts, I believe. So you have to take a step back. You have to step outside of yourself and watch things happening like they're happening to someone else. And you're just witnessing it. You're the witness, right? You're the witness. You're watching what's going on. Just like your mind, right? You're the one that hears your thoughts, right? Thoughts just pop in your head, right? You just got to say, let it go, let it go. That's what I tell myself a lot of times. Let it go. If someone's aggravating me or something, let it go. Walk away, breathe, count to 10. But it's about being aware of how we feel, being aware of what, when you put it in your body, how it makes you feel. I know I smoke cigarettes. I know I'm not perfect. I mean, we can talk about that all day, whatever. But being aware. Another thing I had to talk about real quick about all this stuff is just think what's going on in your life right now. At one time you prayed for that to happen to you, right? You prayed to be in that house, or to have those kids, or to have that wife, or to have that life, right? So take a step back and remember that sometimes, and be grateful for what you have. Wake up in the morning and be grateful. If you wake up and you thank your creator for whatever it is that you're happy for, one of the first things you do in the morning, show gratitude, show thankfulness. I'm telling you, it will brighten your day. Power of positive thinking. Get up, tell yourself, repeat it over and over throughout the day, right? Positive thoughts. Let that negative shit go. Let it go. Just let it go. Just tell yourself, let it go, man. This person's pissing me off. Let it go. Because if you're mad or you have a problem with somebody, you're the one with the problem, not them. You're the one with the problem. If you're all fired up and you're aggravated, you're the one that's feeling that in your body. You're the one whose blood pressure is rising, right? All these things. The other person don't care. So you got to think about that, right? And think about that. It's a little food for thought. Think about these things that I'm telling you, right? I think about these things a lot. And step back and just close your eyes and listen to all the sounds coming in. Like out here, I sit in the morning, sometimes I listen to the birds chirping. I just try to take it in. I breathe. I try to feel my breath going in and out of my body, right? And relaxing, calming down. So what do you guys think about this? I appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. But you are the prayer. Sometimes you're the answer to that prayer. You are, what are you good at? What is the gift that you're good at? What are you good at? Give that to the world. That's what I preach over here constantly. And I want you guys to consider that. And I want you guys to go out and show love and compassion, because that's what it means to spread the word of God, if you will. Is to go out and be compassionate and be caring and be considerate and judge less. Like, who am I to judge? I'm a sinner. I've failed. I've probably done worse than most people, right? So who am I? Who am I to judge someone, right? It's a free country. Your life, you should live life how you see fit. Just don't hurt anybody else. Just be more considerate and compassionate. But if you really want to be spiritually minded, you need to take a step back and be aware of what everything's going on around you and witness it, like watch it like you're the witness. So when something's affecting you, try to take a step back and think to myself, hey, I'm just going to watch this and see how this goes and feel how my body feels when certain things happen, when people talk to me certain ways and stuff like that. That is how it all starts, just being aware. Being aware of what's going on, just being aware, right? Taking a step back. Awareness, awareness, awareness. Getting in touch with reality, right? Because life just happens, and we always put a story behind it. And that's the problem. The story we put behind it. How are you going to tell it? You're going to tell the good parts of it, you're going to tell the bad parts. You're going to bitch and you're going to moan. You're going to be like, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on. Let's get to the next part. And if you're a man, you need to step up. If you're a father, you need to step up and be the leader, protector, and provider that your family needs. If you're a father, let's step up, guys. Let's be that in the community. Let's be that in our neighborhoods. If you ain't going to do it, who is? Who's going to do it? Right? I'm going to do it. We got to. We don't have a choice. Let's make the world a better place. Let's be more spiritually minded, right? Let's be aware of what we're thinking, what our thoughts are, how we perceive people, how we're judging people, how we're talking to people. Me too. I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys have a great day. Cheers. Love you all. And as always, go get you some, baby.